In this video, let us continue to solve more problems based on complex numbers. Alright, here we've got a problem which reads like this. It says, find the real numbers x and y if x minus iy times 3 plus 5i is the conjugate of minus 6 minus 24i. So what it says is, we need to find the values of x minus iy times 3 plus 5i. Okay. Now, if this is the conjugate of minus 6 minus 24i, which means it is equal to minus 6 plus 24i, because if you do remember from the previous videos, we've discussed that a conjugate of a complex number is nothing but it's just replacing the I with a negative sign. Here it is I, so replace it with a negative I, it becomes plus 24i, right? So that's exactly what you're doing here. So that's one part of it. Another part is you cannot straight away equate it because this is not in the form of a plus ib. So we need to multiply here. Now again, I hope you've familiarized with the multiplication. You've familiarized yourself with the multiplication of complex numbers. For those who haven't, let me quickly tell you how you multiply two complex numbers, a1 plus ib1 times a2 plus ib2. This is how we multiply a1 a2 minus b1 b2 plus I times a1 b2 plus a2 b1. Alright, so in this case a1 a2 is 3x minus b1 b2 is minus 5y, so minus of minus 5 is plus 5y plus I times a1 b2. a1 b2 is x times 5, which is 5x, plus a2 b1, which is minus 3y. So plus of minus 3y is minus 3y, equal to minus 6 plus 24i. So now this is of the form a plus ib equal to a plus ib. Now you can equate the real parts and the imaginary part. Equating the real parts, we get 3x plus 5y equals negative 6, and equating the imaginary parts, we get 5x minus 3y equals 24. Alright, so now let's try to eliminate y. So multiply it by 3 goes there, and multiply it by 5. So it's minus 18. 3 times plus 5 is plus 15y. 3 times 3x is 9x. 5 times 24 is 5 times 4 is 20, 0 to remainder, so it's 120. 5 times minus 3y is minus 15y, and 5 times 5x is 25x. So solving this, we get, let me write this equation here, So 120, we don't have to change the signs because it's already getting cancelled. So 9x plus 25x gives you 34x, and 120 minus 18 gives you 102. 34x equals 102. So x equals 102 divided by 34, which gives you 34 3 times. So x equals 3. So now you need to find the value of y. Just substitute the value of x in any one of these equations. Let me choose 3x plus 5y equals negative 6. So substitute the value of 3 in this equation and find the value of y. So 3 times 3 plus 5y equals negative 6. So 9 plus 5y equals negative 6. So 5y equals negative 6, negative 9. So y equals negative 15 divided by 5. So 5 goes 3 times in negative 15. So y equals minus 3. So as far as this problem is concerned, the value of x is 3 and the value of y is negative 3. So this problem is not very different from some of the previous problems that we've done, except for the fact that, it's kind of indirect. It says that this equation is equal to the conjugate of something. So you just have to equate it to the conjugate of that straight away. So here, what you're doing is you're applying the concept of conjugate of a complex number. That's exactly what you're doing. And of course, it's not straight away equatable. You can't equate the real part and the imaginary part straight away. Before that, you have to multiply these two things. So multiplication comes into play more often than not. So do get yourselves familiarized with the multiplication rule, how to multiply two complex numbers. That's quite important. Without that, you're going to be wasting a lot of time. So do that. And you just have to equate, and it's all basic mathematics, nothing much. So that ends this problem as well as this video. I'll see you in the forthcoming videos with more problems based on complex numbers.